What's up, Wild fans? Welcome into Facebook Live. I'm Joe O'Donnell. That's Adam Beckman. This is The More You Know with Joe, episode Ocho. That's 8. What's up, Bex? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you, Joe?
I'm outstanding. Thank you for asking. You are where?
I'm at home in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Looks like a nice pad.
That's my parents. Yeah, it's nice.
Can we get the tour? Tour?
You guys want a tour? MTV Cribs?
Yeah, that's what I'd love to see. Well, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Update us a little bit on the off season so far. How's the summer been?
It's been pretty good. It's a little bit nicer this summer. I think it's a little bit more normal. So I've been fortunate, been able to kind of work out and be in the gym all summer and skating a little bit too. So it's good. Like I said, I've been fortunate to have kind of all my amenities open right now. Playing a little bit of golf, but still working on my game in regards to that, but that's about it. How about you?
Well, I appreciate you flipping the script on me. I've spent a lot of time at the beach, hence the little bit of a color to the O'Donnell, to the Irish blood that is half Irish blood that is O'Donnell. Other side's Italian, so I do after a while kind of get some good color. But anyway, back to you. 20 years of age, of course, third round pick, Minnesota in 2019. It was a very unique year for everybody, but you in particular, the Western Hockey League, the league you have played in previously in Saskatoon. You guys never got up and running. And I know that had to be hard for you in Spokane with the Chiefs. And, then you come to Iowa. You all of a sudden start your pro career earlier than expected. Then you go to the Western Hockey League. You get some games in because they get up and running in Spokane. Then you come back again. What was all that like for you?
Yeah, I think, it's definitely different. Just like you said, kind of getting started early. But I think I consider myself pretty fortunate to have that opportunity to get to go down to Iowa at the beginning of the year and kind of start the year there and play there and get to, learn a lot and then go home go back to Spokane and play there for the season or the quick season that it was. And then you get the opportunity to come back again and go back to Iowa and just, be around the guys and just kind of soak it all in and get the first little taste of pro hockey.
How much more comfortable did you feel that second stint at the end of the season with the Wild?
Yeah, I think I felt a lot more comfortable just kind of going into it. And at that point, I kind of, known the guys, been around the guys a lot. So I think just in regards to that, I was a little bit more confident and, excited to get there. So I think just, having that opportunity to come back, I think really helped me in the grand scheme of it.
You always seem to have a smile on your face around the rink. Now, as a young rookie, maybe you don't know any better, but just take me through sort of that mindset, right? That personality, the fact that it seemed to me at least, you love being at the rink.
Yeah, I think, I know that playing hockey is a privilege, and getting the opportunity to kind of do that as a job is something that I'll try not to ever, take for granted. I think that's, a lot of people don't have that opportunity. And for me, I think that's kind of how I look at it. It's a ton of fun to be at the rink, even when the days are hard. So just try to kind of approach it with a smile and have fun. It's kind of been my focus, ever since I grew up playing hockey.
And I don't feel like you shied away from things. I don't feel like you sort of felt your way out. You seem to jump right into the room with the older players and jumped right in from a vocal standpoint, having fun interacting with your teammates. Is that fair?
Yeah, I think so. I think, a lot of credit to the older guys there and a lot of all the players. They just were so welcoming and made me feel comfortable. So yeah, I definitely got to have a lot of fun with the guys. So like I said, I feel privileged again to have a good group of guys that kind of let me be who I am.
What'd you think of Des Moines?
Oh, it was tons of fun. I think, even this year, especially getting the chance to play in front of some fans, just because even when I went back to Spokane, there wasn't any fans. It was tons of fun. The city's, awesome. There's a lot going on. It seems like it's a nice place to stay. And, everybody that's been there talks about it a lot and talks about how fun it is. So like I said, I'm very excited to kind of be going down there in the future here.
Yeah, excited for you to turn pro as well officially and have more of a full kind of regular season in the American Hockey League. What are some of the goals you've set for yourself this summer?
Yeah, I think just, trying to be an impact player and come into camp in the best shape possible and try and make an impact and try and make a good first impression. I think the biggest thing for me is to try and get stronger and show, that I worked hard in the off season. That's probably the biggest thing that I'm trying to do going forward.
5 points in 9 games. Again, 2 stints with Iowa, time in the Western League where, again, you lit it up. How much different was it, when you went back to Spokane, knowing they rely on you heavily, and in Iowa, not a diminished role, but maybe a lesser role?
Yeah, I think it's definitely different. Obviously, anytime you kind of go up a level, you kind of play a different game sometimes. And, I think that's good, though. I think it's good to learn to play in different ways. And, I feel very fortunate with, all the opportunities I was given to find success. And I feel like I did find success. So I think that, it's definitely different, like you mentioned, kind of playing different roles in different places. But like I said, I'm just very, excited to have had the opportunity and then have the opportunity going forward as well.
February 13th against Rockford, your first ever professional game winner. It came in overtime. Was a heck of a celebration, a heck of a goal for that matter. What do you remember about that night?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. It was kind of I kind of remember that game. I had a ton of chances and I couldn't put it in. And obviously going into overtime, I got an opportunity and I kind of just ripped the puck and it went in. So I kind of just blacked out after that.
I'm just kind of checking to make sure we don't have too many comments and questions here. Again, for our fans on Facebook Live, you can comment. Ask Adam a question as well. This is The More You Know with Joe, episode 8. That's Adam Beckman. Again, 2019 pick of Minnesota. Check out iowawild.com for a great written feature that Ben Gisselson did on the first-year rookie from a year ago and Mr. Beckman here. And Keaton Thompson will be our guest next week. And, of course, iowawild.com and our social media sites for all kinds of player signings, the full schedules out, season tickets, etc. Hunter Anderson leads with "Dude's a stud." So far, so good as far as the comments go. All right, to the official questionnaire. I asked you before we started if you had seen any of your teammates go through this. You said you had seen bits and pieces, but I've got 13 questions for you. You ready to do this?
Yes, I am. Fire away.
All right. If you had the opportunity to join any band, who would you choose and why?
Ooh, band. Trying to think. I don't know if I can think of like a band, but I'd probably just like to work with like a country singer like Eric Church or something like that. I kind of love his music, and I think that'd be pretty cool to be alongside him.
Would you play the drums, guitar, just backup vocals? What are you thinking?
I'd probably play the drums, but then trying to move my way into being the singer.
All right, the spotlight.
Yeah.
What sport would you play, Bex, if you weren't playing hockey?
I played a ton of lacrosse growing up, but I think I'd want, like, if I could do it over, or not do it over again, if I had to play something else other than hockey, I'd probably play football. I think it's a little bit different, like in Canada, like it's not a huge thing, but I think it'd be a ton of fun to play football.
CFL or NFL?
NFL. The CFL's, like, obviously it's big here. It's tons of fun to watch, but obviously you want to play in the NFL.
You got the Rough Riders out there in Saskatoon,
yeah,
is that right?
Okay. Rough Riders.
All right. What's the first thing you would do in a zombie apocalypse?
Goodness. Probably just, I think I'd hide inside, probably try and protect myself as much as possible. I don't think I'd be going out there.
What's your favorite smell?
My favorite smell? Obviously like fresh laundry detergent. That probably laundry detergent. I think it's probably the biggest thing. Like going into a laundromat just when like everything's coming out of the dryer or something like that. The fabric softener. I don't know.
I've gotten different answers now. All 8 times we've done this.
Yeah.
Still nobody has said bacon. I kind of think bacon should be in there.
I love the smell of bacon, but I don't think I could I think it kind of like, it's thick. The air is, for some reason, I don't think I could like breathe it in all the time.
What's the most used app on your phone?
Most used app? I would say, like, I was talking when I was talking to Ben, I would have said Instagram, but I think like lately just Twitter. I think I've been trying to keep up to date with like everything that's going on in the hockey world. So probably Twitter is the most used, or TikTok.
TikTok.
Watching videos. I'm not making videos.
Do you follow your teammate Hunter Jones?
Yeah, I've seen a few of them. He'll pop up on my For You once in a while, and I'll see his TikToks. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
So it's like, I don't know. It's just like your feed, like TikTok.
Okay.
Like you don't really, like, I don't really have an account. I just like, you can just like scroll through and watch videos. So like Jonesy's will pop up once in a while, and I'll see what he's up to. But I don't like follow any account. I don't have an account. I just like follow stuff, or I just watch stuff.
You don't want to join the Hunter Jones band, then?
No, Eric Church. I'm more of an Eric Church fan.
What superpower would you have if you could choose?
I don't know if this is like a superpower, but I'd love to like people say I'd love to be a fly on the wall. I think I'd love to just be somehow like do that and be able to listen to people and listen to their conversations.
I think what might have been 2 episodes ago, whoever we had on, my mind is failing me miserably right now, but I feel like it was teleportation was the answer I got. So that would be sort of similar.
Yeah, it was sort of the same thing.
No context here. What's the last text message you sent?
Like, what do you mean? Sorry, say that again.
The last text message you sent on your phone. Who was it to? What was it about? As long as it's PG.
I think it was probably my mom seeing what's happening for lunch. I think. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Speaking of lunch, oh yeah, that's right. You're on your laptop, so I guess you could check for us.
Yeah, it's talking to my mom, seeing what's going on for lunch.
Speaking of food, what's your favorite sandwich?
Favorite sandwich? I'm so plain. Probably ham and cheese.
All right. What's the best kind of cheese?
Cheddar.
Cheddar. Yeah. Now back to the ham and cheese for a minute. Are you making it? Who's making it?
It depends. Like, that's why I said I was talking to my mom. She kind of takes care of me pretty good, but when I'm on my own, I have to take care of myself, but I'm probably making it.
So when you get to Des Moines this fall, you're going to be able to survive on your own?
Oh, for sure. I think so. I think like even this year, and this summer, I've kind of put a little bit more of an emphasis on it, just like kind of learning to do a lot more stuff, and just so I'm not like a deer in the headlights when it does happen. So I've kind of tried to put a little bit more of an emphasis on it.
If you had to be transformed into an animal, which animal are you going to choose and why?
Probably, I don't know, like a lion. I think like they say that they're kind of king of the jungle. They're probably the best possible scenario.
I just want to say I really appreciate the thought you put into that one. I could tell that you just didn't blurt something out. You quickly went through, nature.
Yeah,
in your brain.
Trying to think of the animals. The only thing, I live in Saskatchewan. The only thing there is really like deer, bears, and dogs. Sorry, the phone's going off here.
Who's at the house?
What's that?
Are you solo at the house?
I'm solo at the house, but one sec, I'll turn this.
This is amazing. And you got to love that we're live. Let's check the comments. Oh, Ed Madsen says, so excited to watch him play this fall. Speaking of you, Adam brings so much excitement to this team. Imagine him and Boldy together on the power play. Boom, shakalaka. All right, Ed, appreciate the comment. What do you think about that? You and that Boldy little power play time, should you both be in Iowa?
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Obviously, Bold is quite the player. Getting to see him play kind of live was definitely something this year, so that'd be pretty cool.
Again, you can comment, ask questions, Facebook fans. Appreciate everybody tuning in. The more you know with Joe. A couple of questions left. You have $7, Adam Beckman, at the grocery store. What do you buy?
Oh, $7. It doesn't get you much these days.
Especially not in Canada with all that tax you guys deal with.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, geez. Probably like a pail of ice cream. And
what's
that?
No, go ahead.
Oh, a pail of ice cream. I'm trying to think. I probably have a couple bucks left. I don't know, maybe a Gatorade or something.
Now, we just had a visitor pop in. I'm wondering, I wish I had been looking at my laptop there on delay. I could have seen who it was. We've had a complete gong show here. You got phones going off.
Yeah, my dad's phone is here and it's going off. He doesn't take his phone anywhere. He just leaves it at the house. And
that's trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, do you and mom get frustrated that you can't get a hold of him?
My mom does. I kind of am. I'm used to it. I don't mind it. He does his own thing. He doesn't like to have his phone. He's kind of old school. So I'm fine with it. My mom gets frustrated sometimes. I think. And
do I understand this correctly? You've got some siblings?
Yeah, I got an older brother and an older sister. They don't live here, but they moved away. They're older, but yeah, I do.
All right, I digress. Back to the questionnaire because that's what I'm paid to do here. The last book you read?
Oh goodness, Playing with Fire by Theron Fleury, I think is the last book I've actually read front to back. I've obviously read different bits and pieces of different books, but that's probably the one that I've read front to back.
Oh, Theo Fleury, huh? Is it a biography, I'm guessing then?
Yeah, it's a biography.
Well, I guess
he was actually what's that?
Like autobiography?
Yeah, autobiography. Yeah, it's really good. He's got some crazy stuff that he talks about, so it's pretty cool to kind of read that stuff.
Awesome. And what did you say it was called?
Playing with Fire.
Cool. Appreciate the insight. All right. Lastly, this one's the toughest one, I think. Describe in 5 words what hockey means to you.
I'm gonna expand my vocabulary here. What hockey means to me, probably. Love. I think it's I guess it's a word. It means to me. I love it. It's 1. 4 to go. Future, hopefully. So I'd say future. A lifestyle, I guess, because that's kind of being a pro hockey player, the lifestyle. I'm giving explanations here too. Excitement and privilege.
Yeah, I like those. Those are different than what we've gotten in the past. The only thing I'd add for you is passion, because I see you play the game with a great deal of passion.
Yeah,
and that personality translates onto the ice and vice versa. And I think that's why Wild fans are going to be so excited about your future, my friend.
Thank you.
Thanks for doing this. It was awesome. Nice catching up with you.
You too.
And good luck in that off-season training and spending some time with the family in Saskatoon.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
All right, Wild fans, it's Adam Beckman. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook Live. Again, IowaWild.com for season ticket holder information. Next week, Keaton Thompson, Wednesday at 5:30 Central Time. You can see it live. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Thanks, Becks.
Thank you.
See you, Wild fans. Take care.